figure shows transformation. Transformation means we can change the position of one entity in a screen. We can change the size of any entity. We can orient the entity in any other direction. So such type of actions are known as transformation. Okay. So in this figure, you can see this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. These are the coordinates of this line. And in the second figure, you can see that x1 y star and x2 y star, y2 y star. And the second figure indicates the scaled form of the first figure. And you see for this line, you can see the orientation has been changed, and this is the rotating effect. This is scaling, this rotating, all these are doing about the origin. Okay. This line is translated to this position, and this effect is translation. Okay. And regarding this figure, you can see this figure, and here a small rectangle is small square is here, and after the transformation, the net effect is somewhat like this manner. So it is scaling and shearing effect. Scaling and shearing effect. Anyway, the net effect is we are having some initial coordinate x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3, x4, y4, likewise whatever may be. And that should be manipulated with any other matrix in order to get the final transformed coordinates. Okay. And this matrix is known as transformation operator. Transformation operator. You see, that is to the initial coordinate, we are operating with any other matrix in order to find out the final coordinates of the transformed object. Okay. In a sense, we are having, in a sense, it can be represented as this is our the transformed coordinate x1 star, y1 star, x2 star, y2 star. The transformed coordinates is equal to that should be operated with any other matrix. Okay, that operation may be some maybe division, maybe subtraction. Okay, some type of mathematical operations has to be done with the initial coordinates with any other matrix in order to obtain the final coordinates of the transformed object. Okay, in a sense, we generally expressed as T is equal to matrix A, B, C, D. In this A, D are diagonal elements and B and C are off diagonal elements. Here also we have to observe some effect. If A is greater than 1 and D is greater than 1, B is equal to 0 and C is equal to 0. Okay, and the effect will be scaling along x and y direction. That is, if the diagonal terms are values greater than 1 in the transformation operator, the net effect is scaling along x and y direction. Okay, and in the second matrix, that is A is equal to 2, D is equal to 0, C is equal to 0, and D is equal to 2, which indicates that initial object will be equally scaled along x and y direction by 2 units. Okay. And suppose this A is equal to -1 and D is equal to 1 and the off diagonal terms are 0, which indicates that this is reflection about y axis, because at that time this value will be negative, and if this value is negative, this will be positive. That will be a reflection about x axis. And another operator is that we are having A is equal to cos theta, B is equal to sin theta, and C is equal to minus sin theta, D is equal to cos theta. In other words, it is cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta. And if you are multiplying any initial coordinate value with this transformation operator, the net effect will be a rotation. Okay. And next, we are having this is x1, y1 plus there is another matrix mn. This is, and the final matrix will be x1 plus m, y1 plus n, and this effect is translation. This effect is translation. Okay. Next very important time you have to study is that concatenation. Important time is concatenation. Concatenation means that 2-3 operations are simultaneously, otherwise 2-3 operations are carrying out seriously. For example, we are having some translation, and after that we are having rotation, and after that we are having reflection. Okay, so in that one, this translation matrix is to be added with the original coordinates value. That should be multiplied with the transformation operator for rotation and transformation operator for reflection. Then finally you will get the transformed coordinates. Okay. In a simple sense, we can say that more than 2-3 operations are carrying out in a single step by multiplying all these values, all these transformation operators to get a single matrix. And that single matrix is to be operated with the initial coordinate value in order to get the final transformed value. Okay. And that operation is concatenation. And we can see a problem here. Okay. A triangle having the initial coordinates 1, 3, 5, 3, 5, 8. 1, 3, 5, 3, and 5, 8. And it is translated along x direction by 5 unit and along y direction by 3 unit. Find out the final transformed coordinates and plot the result. This is the question. So initially you have to write all the coordinates value. That should be, because as it is translation, we have to add with the transformation operator. Okay, so 5, 3, and finally 1 plus 5, 6. Likewise, you will get this final matrix. Okay, this is the plotted value. So this is translation, and this is the initial position, and this is the translated position. Okay, again, the same triangle is scaled 2 unit in x direction and 3 unit in y direction. In order to obtain that scaling, you have to give that values for the diagonal terms. This is for the x, this is for the y, 2, 3. Okay, and off diagonal terms are 0. And you have to multiply, and finally you will get result 8, 18, 2, 18, 18, likewise. And that also you can plot. The same triangle is reflected about x-axis. Okay, so the same triangle, that is the transformed triangle, that we have to do with the matrix for reflection. In order to obtain reflection about x-axis, we have to put this value as negative, this value as negative, and after multiplying you will get 8 minus 18, 20 minus 18, likewise. See this figure is the initial transformed one. After that we did the reflection about x-axis. Okay, then you will get this manner, reflection about x-axis. Okay, so suppose we have to make another effect. In that one, this is our initial value, and that value is to be multiplied with 0 to 1, 0. Here the diagonal terms are 0. Off diagonal terms are having values greater than 1. If the off diagonal terms are having values greater than 1, the net effect will be shearing. So the initial triangle will be get sheared. That's the effect indicated here. Okay. Next, if the triangle is rotated about 30 degree, we are having some initial value 3, 2, 3, 10, 8, 8. And that should be multiplied with the cos 30, 30 degree, cos 30, sin 30, minus 30, minus sin 30, cos 30. You multiply those things, and finally you will get, this is the value. And the next one is homogeneous coordinate system in concatenation. Okay, see, homogeneous coordinate system is that we are having the matrix for translation. There we have to do addition. we are having the matrix for rotation, there we have to do multiplication. Suppose we are having the matrix for reflection, there also we have to do multiplication. Okay. And see, here there is a difficulty. In order to make a translation, we have to add. Only after that we have to do the multiplication and add. Suppose we are having the capability by simply multiplying all the transformation operator in order to make a single concatenated matrix, and that concatenated matrix should be multiplied with the initial one. That will be easy in order to get the final transformed values. Okay. So in order to make this easiness, that is, we are for translation also we can do multiplication. For rotation, we can do multiplication. For reflection, we can do multiplication. So in order to make that multiplication easiness, a 2 by 2 matrix is converted into a 3 by 3 matrix by adding one more row and one more column in order to make all the transformation operator as a homogeneous form. Okay, such a system is known as homogeneous coordinate system. So this is the copy of the textbook Mathematical Elements of Computer Graphics by Rogers. Okay, next one is a transformation and homogeneous coordinate system. I think you can see the heading here. P is equal to A, B, C, D, M, N, 0, 0, 1. Okay. This T is equal to this matrix T. T indicates the transformation operator. And that T is equal to this A, B, C, D is our usual 2 by 2 matrix. We are giving additional row and column. Okay. So here it is M, N, 1. And here it is 0, 0, 1. Okay. And if this is a general form of matrix, so this is the representation of a 2D transformation operator in homogeneous coordinate system. This A, B, C, D is responsible for that scaling, shearing, reflection, rotation, etc. This M, N is responsible for translation along x direction, translation along y direction, etc. And usually, if some non-zero values are here, then these values are, that is the 0, 0. If non-zero values are here, they are responsible for some projection. And finally, there is a 1 there. Then 1 is responsible for overall scaling. Okay. This matrix you just see. This 1, 0, 0, 1 minus m minus n 0, 0, 1. This indicates that this matrix indicates that this is a translation matrix in homogeneous coordinate system. Translation matrix in homogeneous coordinate system. This minus m indicates that translation along x direction. This minus n indicates that translation along y direction. And you see the another matrix, that is cos theta sin theta minus sin theta cos theta. Here it is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. This is the representation of a rotation matrix in homogeneous coordinate system. Okay. And what about this one? This is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, m, n, 1. Okay. So all these transformation operators are represented in homogeneous coordinate system by putting additional row and additional column. Here it is 0, 0, 1. Here it is 0, 0, 1. Okay. What is the advantage? Here you can simply multiply all these metrics in order to get a single matrix. And this single matrix is known as concatenated matrix. That concatenated matrix can be multiplied with the initial coordinate in order to obtain the final coordinates. Okay. And this operation is known as concatenation. And this representation is known as homogeneous coordinate system. Okay.